Good evening. Welcome to day 3 of Strange Horticulture. My timing is so good. I set day 3 off as the splash screen for this game came into view on screen. Strange Horticulture. In case you've forgotten the name of the game. I'm going to wait a couple of seconds and before I start. And then we'll get going. I'm guessing this is like a 4 to 5 day game, which means we should be done by the end of this week or start of next week. Today is Wednesday. Yeah, I'm guessing I'll be done by the end of this week. We shall see. What else have I forgotten? Let's see. Sound? Check. I think, yep. Lights, check. Cup of tea, check. Okay, we should be ready to go. I'm just going to jump right in. Day 12, Tuesday. I'm not sure this even is a 5-day game. This might be a 4-day game. I wonder if I can complete it by today. How many days are there? So again, we have this cooldown that's always up. It always regenerates itself after a couple of minutes. So while it's up and while I have nothing else pressing going on, it's probably always worth just exploring somewhere. Like this. What is backfoot? I find myself outside a beautiful house, almost hidden in overgrown foliage. A deep hum of bees, such as a hive, is nearby, and a heavily laden apple tree leans temptingly from the other side of a high wall. I would dearly love to stay and explore the gardens of this hidden sanctuary, but I do not have the time. Hi Emmy, how are you today? Digitatus mortis. Good evening. I assume you are in at T.E. Classic. Do I have any outstanding mysteries? I do not think so. So let's get some people in. Okay, they're done. Hello. How are you doing this evening? They're saying the sisterhood has been attacked. Where is Satina? I don't know. She must have forgotten about the stream. I'm good, thank you. Doing well. I'm assuming she's like getting ready or something. I don't know. We were chatting just before the stream, so I know she's alive. They're saying the sisterhood has been attacked. Don't know much more than that, but those seeds of redemptionists have got all excited about it. There's a bunch of them chanting like Polyverse right now. What is Polyverse? There must be a place. But see, when you're here and she's not here, that means that you're catching up on the point gap between your channel points and her channel points. So shh. Quietly catching up. Foxfield Trident. This one, these clues are for this thing. This thing. The Foxfield is over. I could never catch up. Well, neither of you are subscribers, so you're not going any faster than anyone else. You're both going at the same speed, so it is possible to eventually catch up. Foxfield is here. Foxfield Trident. Trident is here. So you just have to distract her well enough. You'll slowly but gradually catch up. Except PlayStation, I guess the opposite happens on PlayStation nights, right? She'll go ahead by 3 hours and, hello, Satinao, how are you doing? We were just discussing how terrible Emmy's PlayStation nights are. How she abandons me on PlayStation nights. From Foxfield, the trident points me in the direction of some foothills northwest of the Swinside Stone Circle. You're waiting for me over on the PlayStation. Oh no. A faint path leads me over a ridge and into the dell. A dell. Here a plant thrives sheltered from the wind. I'm good, thank you. So y'all need to decide, what kind of ending should I pursue? And maybe we'll decide that when we get to it, but it kind of implies that we have an ending to help the sisterhood defeat the servant, and an ending to help the servant defeat the sisterhood. The kind of what, like this thing, right? Trying the cult ending. So we're gonna ignore this, assuming that this is the opposite of the cult one. We got this plant. This plant looks like this plant. Kind of looks very similar. No, wait, no, these plants both have names. Wait, no, oh, this one doesn't. Don't tell me it's up to me. You know I don't like that. Daisy Duck. So this... The problem with this is that this also matches the description, right? One of these two is Daisy Duck, but this one has a scent, and the book doesn't mention a scent. And in fact, no, this one has 5 ridges per leaf. This one only has 3, and the book has 5. So this is not Daisy Duck. This is some unknown piece of thing. This is Daisy Duck. Daisy Duck. Here you sit. Explore. Explore. Oh, I don't know. Dungeon Girl. As I scramble up through the wooded ravine, the jagged outline of Jack's rig becomes intimidatingly visible in the distance. But that will have to wait for another day. The fertile forest is lush and enticing, a plethora of colorful plants and trees. But I don't find anything rare enough to take back with me. Next. Forest Fair. I am going to Blackcomb. I will kill this servant. My people have a saying, he who lives without fear does not live at all. I will not say that I am not afraid, but it would be no bad thing to die hunting such a noble adversary. I will take Ember Soul. So this is the decision point that the cult was talking to me about yesterday, right? Either we give him Ember Soul or we give him this, and this will muddle his memory or something. So Ember Soul gives him Sanctuary. This is what I use to save the priestess. The other option is Lesser Meridat. Utterly drain a person's mental faculties, rendering them slow and uncomprehending. And if we are following the cult ending, we probably have to give him this plant. Yes? Why is this plant over here? This one should be somewhere over here. Guys keep moving around. Let's do this. Let's follow this not so good trail. Lesser Mary Duck. Widow's Woe. This was one of the plants, one of the 5 plants that we need for the sisterhood ending. Said to induce fear, also called camp food, partly due to its unpleasant scent. Dainty dark flowers grow out from a bed of long, thin leaves. Kind of looks like this, but not really. No, those are not dark. These ones, no, they're not long and thin. These ones, they're dark, long, thin leaves. But the leaves are different, so different from the drawing. So I don't know if this is correct. I don't think we have this. Oh, there are more flowers here. Oh, it's this one. No, maybe. Unpleasant scent. Dark, damp smell. Not really though, right? This is not unpleasant per se. Anyway, Lesser Mary Duck. You. We'll sit right there. Okay. Let's go explore. Here. Why did I come here? I don't know. Just wanted to check close to home. Allow me to present my services. I own a small shop that specializes in curiosities. I would have thought that someone in a position ought to be interested in perusing a collection of manuscripts on elixirs, for example. On-site antiquities, 21 Orchard Road. Arnside. Is that the name of the town? So many plants. Yeah, I've one like full row of plants at the bottom. Here we are. Hi Flo, how are you doing? The dark exterior of on-site antiquities blends into its surroundings. A tailor called Jones and an ugly-looking haberdashery, to the extent that I walk past it 3 times before I find it. Inside, however, I am greeted by a world of intrigue and wonder. Old trinkets sit alongside faded books and manuscripts, while strange utensils and machines, their uses unfathomable, occupy rows of display cases. It is some time before I peel myself away, returning to Undermere with 2 new recipes for elixirs that demand further study. Strange hoarding culture. Strange horticulture, but yes, also hoarding. The elixir of the damned. Made from a combination of these 3 Latin plants, this powerful elixir is dangerous and extreme caution is advised, said to bring a person back from the brink of death, but at the expense of their soul. Those who have drunk it appear vacant and lost, alive and no longer really with us. This elixir will enable any drinker of it to overcome their sense of fear, though it should be considered beforehand that fear is not always a bad thing. For example, it would not be wise to drink this near to the edge of a cliff. A 5-pointed leaf to grant courage, a red flower to protect the mind, a seed pot for luck. Interesting. Okay. So let's see if we can do this one first. So, Arboreum alacritas is the first plant. So I'm looking at these names. This one, Arboretum alacritas, Caballia. So Caballia. Second one is Maculosus retinentia. Maculosus retinentia. Handchuck. I think handchuck right now is a red gas. Because I'm not 100% sure. This one. And the third one is Man's Fortis. Man's Fortis is like... Oh. Let's start from... I don't think I saw it. Never mind. Let's go through the book. Man's Fortis. Oh, right here. Dranthium. New elixir acquired. Sorry, where is my new elixir? Oh, it's right here. No, you don't want to drink this now. Don't drink this. The elixir of the damned. Elixir of the damned. Baylock's elixir. Elixir of the damned. Okay, this one's done. Saint Quentin's elixir. A 5-pointed leaf to grant courage. This is kind of futile. I think I'll go through the plants instead. 5-pointed leaf. Well, I sure hope it's not this. I don't think this is considered 5-pointed. Butterdale. Just to check though. What does Butterdale do? Skin rash. Nope. Nothing but courage. Five-pointed leaf. Many points. 2 points. I don't think that's what it means. But just in case, this is mountain estuary. Pros and aura, confidence and persuasiveness. The large cup. This is the one. I think. Oh no, wait, maybe not. Confidence and persuasiveness is not courage. So no, I don't think so. Five-pointed leaf. It is the best bet so far, yeah. But I should probably check for due diligence to see if there is a better fit. Because... Is this a 5-pointed leaf? What plant is this? St. John's poppy. Greatly improve the imbiber's hearing ability. No, not quite. Many points. That's not the one. Yeah, bluish purple flowers, kind of. But no, this is not really a 5-pointed leaf. This is like 3 leaves in one. That's Daisy Duck. I guess I should check. Daisy Duck. Oh wait, no, this doesn't. This specifically does say courage. 5-pointed leaf. So Daisy Duck is the first plant. And we think this is the one. Or I think that's the one. Second one is a red flower to protect the mind. What does Eyebright do? Improves eyesight. Nope. Red flower to protect the mind. What does St. John's poppy do? Hearing. Not that one. Is this considered red? It depends if you consider the inside part red, the flower, or the outside part. Now this is pink flowers though, so it can't be. Weeping Bell. Huh? No, not that one. This one. Weeping Bell. Nope. Insect, soothe insect bites and stings. Red flowers. Red flower to protect the mind. So what is meek dew? What does that do? Nope. Painful sores. What about Starion? Highly poisonous, resulting in insanity and then death. That's kind of the opposite. And those are fruits anyway. Hand chunk we already used in the last one, so it can't be that, right? Hand chunk's actually identified. As a check mark by it. So this should not be here. Assuming I don't have a hand chuck. Yeah, it fits here. Candlewood. Oh, yeah, here. Red flower that provides a shielding effect, protecting against all manner of afflictions with the mind. So, candlewood. A seed pod for luck. I feel like we only have like 1 or 2 seed pod plants. Like this. Evulam. Surprisingly straightforward, yeah. No, that's not the seed pod plant. So you are out of place. Seed pod. What are you? Larkshine. Pain. Seed pod. Mary's breath. This one we might have to go through the book. I'm not sure I have. No, that's not. Seed pod for luck. I'm not sure we have this one. Let me go through the book. This one might be easier to go through the book. So, seed pod for luck. Nothing here. Nothing here. I'm just skimming it. Nothing there, I think. So when it says luck, like a description like this kind of feels like it might fit, but it's very vague, whereas the other two are very on the dot, on the nose. No, neither of those. Not this one. Not that one. Not that. Not that. They don't talk about seed pods anyway. Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. Nope. 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 No. So this one references pot, but it's nothing to do with luck. Well, although his name is Larkshine, but it's not luck, no. Nope. Not really. Nope. Plan is set to uncover that which is hidden, including buried treasure and secret writings. I wonder if this is what it means by luck, but not really, right? It shouldn't be. Yeah, because the first two are so straightforward, as Flo said. So it's unlikely that the third one describes it in a weird way. So it's this one, sheep snap. But I haven't identified sheep snap. Thought to bring, yeah, it literally contain. In this case, it says good fortune, but it's literally the same thing. It's not vague. So yeah, it should be sheep snap, but I don't have sheep snap, right? At least I don't have a thing that. I don't even have a guess for sheep snap. But it kind of implies that I should have a guess for sheep snap by now. Green seed pods of the sheep snap have a hard outer shell. This is a cross section of the fruit. And these are not seed pods. I don't think. I guess when they say seed pods, I'm thinking of like beans. Good night, Flo. Happy time zone. Have a wonderful evening. See you tomorrow. Sheep snap. Yeah. Hard outer shell, green seed pods, bulbs or beyond. Okay, I don't think you have that. So, what the heck is in our notes? What the heck is that? What game even was that for? What's my delete command? Bug nets. What game was that? Apparently the clear thing is still not working for the first. Doesn't always return the first one properly. It might be Hinterberg. Did we have bug nets in Hinterberg? It's been so long. St. Quentin's Elixir. So this. Oh no! What plant was that? Sun plant, candlewood, and sheep snap. I have to go figure out the first plant again. I accidentally closed it. 5-pointed leaf to grant courage. That was one of the front plants. Caballia, something like that. No, not Caballia. Maybe not that frontal. We are somewhere in front though. Daisy duck. Asterisk because that's the flower that I don't have. Hey. Seed pot for luck. So we'll craft that later. Going to visit something random again. Wheatbarrow. From the limestone cracks of Wheatbarrow Hill, I enjoy an expansive view of the surrounding countryside. I read that Wheatbarrow's unique rock strata may have been formed thousands or even millions of years ago, when this land was covered in ice. Okay. Ending, sure. Good night. And more raven spider. Equipped with the other's knowledge, she journeyed west to the stone circle. Unknown to her, she was not alone as she made the preparations. And more raven spider. And more raven spider. Are ravens and spiders two of the things on this wheel? It is, right? So raven is here. Spider is here. So where is Enmar? Enmar. Control F. Enmar. Oh, it's right here. Enmar. Raven. Which is H29. Spider. Which is L25. So in between the two is J27. Nothing here. So it's not that. Enmar, Raven, Spider. I assumed that you would be the one in between the Raven and the Spider. But apparently not. Enmar, Raven, Spider. Let's water some plants to get back to that. Can I drown the same plant over and over again? I think I can. No, I cannot. I have to move away and then back if I want to. Okay. Oh, I think there was a clue that said. Oh, I think this is not actually. So I think what I'm supposed to do is go to Enmore Raven and then center the thing around that and go spider from there. I think that's what the journal said. Well, let me try it, just to be reckless. Enmore Raven. Spider. A jackdaw croaks, hidden somewhere nearby. Strange shapes of old stones pierce the long grass. Among them, some plants grow. New plants acquired. So these are green seed pods, right? And they're hard. So this is sheep's nut, I think. Conveniently, we get it the day after we find a recipe for it. Yeah, it's a roundish fruit cut in half. Green seed pods, hard outer shell, bulbs are bare. So this is sheep's nut. Daisy dock, candlewood, and sheep's nut. Okay, here's... No, the plants move. The plants that I use... Probably somewhere at the end. No. Oh, it moved over one spot. Couple spots. Actually, it's a candlewood that moved. Okay. Daisy duck. Candlewood. Sheep's nut. New elixir required. Okay. So, candlewood is confirmed. Well, it's confirmed, but it's not in my book, right? I don't think. No, it is. So candlewood, daisy duck, and sheep snap all got checked off. Okay, that's good. Candlewood. Let's move these plants left. Daisy duck fits here. If I can find the plant. Here we go. Sheep snap. Sheep snap. This one. Goodness, we're out of room. Okay. Did the plants from the previous one also get identified? I mean, it should have, but did I move them down? Or even is the other elixir? This one. Oh, I don't even remember what the proper names of these plants were. I can't put this here to get the... yeah. I'm gonna look for these real quick, just to make sure that I've categorized those properly. The arbutum plant was Capalia. Capalia is nicely sorted here. No, it's not. Oh, it probably moved due to the crafting. Trentium should not be here. I think Trentium was probably one of the others, right? Trentium and Mans Fortis. So you are out of place. Cavalia is probably out of place wherever it is. You are also out of place, Lakshine. Handchuck was the third plant. Why are you out of place then? Okay, this is the right place. Okay. Handchuck is here. Capalia is missing. You are out of place. Capalia is here. You, Mr. Wandering View, are way out of place. You are way over here somewhere. Then I had another new plant as well. Was it this? Don't know, don't care. Let's go on. This one's done. This one's done. Clues are all done. Grace and Right. Have you heard of this masked woman? Imagine having that amount of power. Nations would kneel before you. You would be a god. That creature, it's huge, unstoppable, and they say it obeys every command. It will certainly come in helpful with my father-in-law tomorrow. I guess I'll just have to settle with some Daisy Duck to help get me through it instead. Daisy Duck does what again? Courage, yeah. Daisy Duck. Enjoy. Dead man's fingers. This fungus is typically found in dense forests, protruding through the mulch. At a glance, it can appear as though a corpse is reaching up from the undergrowth. This one, said to strengthen resolve and sharpen the mind. No, maybe not. Wait, what's the... Not that. Dead man's fingers. Digitatus mortis. Yeah, this is correct. This is dead man's fingers. Dead man's fingers. Technically it's red, but I'm 100% sure of that. Exploration is up. Let's go explore a forest somewhere, like, well, maybe this forest down here. Nothing here. Oh well. David Schaefer. This letter was delivered in an unusual way. There was no address provided, just the Horticulture spelled wrong. I have to assume it was meant for you. If you know your plans, this letter is for you. Wow. Ho ho, so you got it working. Oh yes, it works. Look to the north of Bowfell, at the source of the river Esk. Nobody knows it grows there. It will be a little secret. Ho ho. Bowfell at the north, at the source of the river Esk. Bowfell? River Esk? Here. Sure enough, I find a plant here that I've never seen before. New plant acquired. And a cute one it is. Tora then. My husband likes to forage for mushrooms, but I'm worried about the ones he's brought back from his latest venture. He's just been on a trip across the lake, exploring the woods to the west of here. He's got a bag full of odd-looking mushrooms that he says are perfectly safe, but they don't look edible to me. I'd have brought one with me to help identify it, but he's hoarding them because he thinks I'm going to throw them out. I'll come back tomorrow. No. Mr. Dunn, mushrooms woods west of Undermere across the lake. Yep, let's go. West of Undermere across the lake would be, I mean, it's either here or here. I don't know how literal they are about west across the lake versus the woods itself. Let's try this one first. Mushrooms! How have I never been here before? They're hard to find at first, but soon I'm seeing them everywhere. Nice. We have several unidentified mushrooms in our book. Hopefully this is one of them. Hopefully this is Farmer's Worry. Spongy mushroom with potent abilities. The red caps has a spongy texture. Nice. So this is probably, finally, Farmer's Worry. Think? Nope, you're over here. Let's do one of these. Simon Green. Lord Fremont told me he was able to help you find some information on the servant. I've been looking all over the library, but all I've discovered is a mole problem. I hope you might have some sweet breath that could help clear it up. Palliance, sweet breath. Here. Sour Bandy. The sour bandy can help with memory recovery, especially if the memory has been deliberately sabotaged. The name of this plant derives from the fact that, although edible, the large stamen is extremely bitter to the taste. Palliance is yellow. No, you're out of place again. Palliance. The wren is always out of place. Now let's go explore. Here. Farmer's Worry. I'm surprised at how easily I'm able to roll away the boulder with the help of the Farmer's Worry. As my eyes adjust to the darkness, I discover several classes of fungi growing there, reaching out desperately to the thin strip of light provided by the crack. Twilight Lepiota. In the twilight where shadows grow, take leaf and root and eye of crow, plant of gloom and despair and dark magic. Do not be fooled by the pretty flower, the smell it gives off is quite foul. Okay. Any mushrooms acquired? And we got a new flower. And also we got farmers, what's his name, identified. So this should be identified now, yeah. One over, okay. We got Twilight Lepiota. Foul smelling plant with a pretty flower. This is foul smelling, but it's not. It doesn't meet the other requirements. This one? Yeah. Rather unpleasant scent. This is probably Twilight Lepiota. Probably. Also, those two mushrooms that we have. Tin Man's Fingers we have. Right? Yeah. Devil's Nightcap. Nothing about this is a... mushroom. This is not a mushroom. This is not a thing either. This is not a thing either. Sour Bandy. No. Large stamen. Spring wax cap is a mushroom. But it doesn't look like either of these mushrooms. Oh well, not that mushroom. Where's the other mushroom? I guess it was this. I thought this was from another reward now. Oh no, it's right there. It was in the examination. Edible mushroom with some mild medicinal properties. When dry and eaten, it can help relieve pain. This doesn't give me a clue as to... it has to be this one because of the picture. But that's it, right? It doesn't mention waxy, it doesn't mention reddish. So this might be spring red cap, question mark. I guess it is kind of a red plant. Trimble half, widow's pearl. Doesn't seem like I have that. Okay, well, unless it's this. I think we did suspect that it was this, kind of. Except the unpleasant scent and the damp smell did not really match. Oh well, leave it for now. Also, I need to identify this. Not identify, I need to give it a name. The name of that plant, that potion was St. Quentin's Elixir. Wait, what was it? Yeah, it was. St. Quentin's Elixir. Oh, did I hit cancel there? I might have. Nope. There we go. Okay. Next. My cousin will be married in 3 days. Oh, you want the lucky plant? If you got some trimble half, then it saved me the trouble of going out to find some myself. If you knew my cousin, you'd know that she's not worth the trouble. Ouch. Trimble half. This one. Glowhorn. The glowhorn, or forest lantern, or pixie lamp, that's me, is phosphorescent, illuminating the trees that grows under us. Oh, it's this one. Suspicious travelers avoid walking towards it, fearing that the faint light will lure them to their demise. So this is glowhorn. And the one we identified was trimble half. Where did I put my trimble half? Oh, way over there. Drop it here. No. Wandering View, Trimble Half, Sweet Sunset Mountain Cap. Okay. That should be right. Explore somewhere and I'll end the day. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I've been to a lot of places already. Maybe here? Mushrooms! I've already got enough though. So the mushroom, look, across the lake to the west mushroom location was actually more than 1 square. It would have triggered on either square. Eight miles to the east. Ah, I know this. The shepherd watched as she prepared the leaves and roots that she would require. He watched as the hours dragged by, the sun set, and she worked by candlelight, at times sitting still, at times moving like a dancer among the stones. The change happened suddenly, but also subtly, so that at first the watcher was not sure that anything had happened. Then he saw it. So this is 8 miles to the east. Day 14, Thursday. To be precise, it's 8 miles to the east of this coin, Gosfar. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. Gazing at the still water of the lake, its black waters draw me to a reflective trance. Here and there, flowers that I don't recognize grow along the bank. Descriptions are very vague. They're probably not. They might be, but offhandedly, I don't remember any page that talks about them. So we leave them alone for now. Oh, my traveling thing is only half. Okay, next person. Tara Dan. Well, he went and ate those bloody mushrooms. And of course now he's sick. Is there anything we can do? He's in a bad way. I'm worried about him. So, Ja is celebrating the Elden Ring pot, guys. Thanks, Ja. So what mushrooms did we find across the lake? I feel like that was kind of a clue that I glossed over because it didn't seem important at the time. Spring red cap was one of them, but spring red cap is not poisonous. Dead man's fingers? No, I don't think that was a crash reward thing. Or maybe it is? We have this note here. Oh. This. So we definitely did find spring red cap as one of the 2 mushrooms there. And we know from this that spring red cap is poisonous, sometimes fatal. Can usually be cured by taking hop heart. Hop heart. If not that, then Bishop's Parasol, but we don't know for sure that. Oh wait, no, we had Farmer's Worry. Wait, where did we find these mushrooms? What mushroom did we find across the lake? Was that Spring Wax Camp or was that Farmer's Worry? Because Farmer's Worry led me to a cave where I found more mushrooms. I might take a penalty here, we'll see. Apparently Royal Gentian was one of the answers. Okay, that's good. Liverstone. Caution is advised when handling this plant due to the strong paralyzing agents contained within. The liverstones are mushroom pointed caps. This one. Strange, my fingertips feel slightly numb. This is liverstone. Okay. Okay, next. Well, let's explore. Let's explore the forest south of us. More important things I could be doing. How rude. Okay, ding dong. David Schaefer. There is a hateful man I sometimes see around town. He's called Isidore Burbage. Yesterday I saw him bending down as though to pet a stray dog, but instead he punched it as hard as he could. I rushed over and the coward fled. Someday he'll get his comeuppance. Sad Gill Chalice. So where is Sad Gill? Sad Gill is here. The chalice is here. The chalice clue takes me directly south of Sad Gill to a spot next to the river. Moss-covered rocks line the banks, velvet to the touch. In the moist conditions, a deadly-looking plant grows abundantly in the lush grass. Oh, it's a Venus flytrap. Oh wait, it's a chewy monster thing. Or a chewy monster thing. Chum chum chum. Reuben Ward. Another body has turned up at Blackcomb. I haven't been to see it yet, and I can't say I'm looking forward to it, but they've identified it as a Dreyer hunter, a man named Forrest Fair. Oh, he's the guy that we poisoned. We have to do something. Verona tells me you're working on gathering the plants for a ritual that will help us defeat this creature. I want to help in any way I can. From what Verona told me, I think this might be one of the plants needed to perform the ritual, but I'm afraid I do not know where it can be found. Swiftsnare. The binder, ankle grabber, and never let go are several of the names given to this plant. They will give some clue as to its properties. Once ensnared, it is impossible to extricate oneself without help. Swiftsnare has small, heart-shaped leaves. Do we have Swiftsnare like this? Is this Swiftsnare? Don't know for sure, maybe. Do the pictures look the same? Yeah, they kind of look the same. Swiftsnare? Question mark. Samuel Thomas. I'm visiting my grandmother up in Tibet, and I thought I'd take her favorite plant to cheer her up. It's blue with large flowers and it smells lovely and fresh. My Nana calls it sweet breath. Sweet breath is the alternate name for trimble half. No, not trimble half. The alternate name for no. Palliance, I think. How many pages of plants do we have? Sometimes called sweet breath. Palliance. No new page for me today. Let's go exploration. Ha! Oh, I don't know. Let's go back to the stone circle. We're just south of somewhere. Here. Right place, but I'm too early again. Ennis Aylford. The redemption is at hand. We need you to prepare this elixir. With it, we will lure the Woken Dendru back to where they started, the Swinside Stone Circle. The Dendru is a god perverted by humanity, enslaved by mankind's wickedness, and bent to its evil will. Imagine the glory it will bestow upon us when we set it free. Praise the Dendru! So we are going to do this quest. The Dendru's elixir. The Woken Dendru, also known as the Servant, will be drawn to the fumes generated by this elixir and driven mad by thirst for it. If it drinks from it, it is thought that it will be able to break free of the bonds of its servitude, though this has not been attempted in living memory. 2 yellow berries, a heart-shaped leaf from a plant with bellflowers, so that one we have is this one. This one. A teaspoon of milky fungal residue. We also have this. We will meet at the Swinside Stone Circle on Saturday. Praise the danger. Okay. So this is an interesting little thing. So this is the second plant, Swift Snare. The third plant, the milky residue mushroom we have, but I forgot what it's called. So let's look for yellow berries and this is milky fluid. I feel like there's more than one milky residue plant. Mushroom. Mushrooms. I need the ability to control F. Control F, milk. Just looking for mushrooms and their descriptions. Sunset monk cat. What is my description for sunset monk cat? It smells strongly of soured milk. Okay, but that's a smell. That's not milky fungal residue. So milky fungal residue is the one that was early on. Not this early though. Oh wait, it is this early. Bishop's parasol. Viscous white liquid. So these are not this. These are two of the plants needed for this ritual. The third one is 2 yellow berries. 2 yellow berries. Could it be this one? Weeping Bell? But they're kind of vague, right? Is this the only plant I have with yellow berries? I'm not sure. Well, let's try. Sorry, not Weeping Bell. That was witches. Witch fig. Yellow berries. Are there any other plants with yellow berries that I have? I do not think so. Nope. So right now I have Witch Fig, Swift Snare, and Bishop's Parasol. Seems to be correct. I got a check mark on this, so the Dandru's Elixir. Dandru's Elixir. And I need to deliver this on Saturday. Don't let me forget that. Saturday. Today is Thursday and it's the end of the day. Swinside Stone Circle on Saturday. Okay. Decay gives way to new growth. From death, life. The cycle starts again, west of White Scar by the river. Behind the woman, a dark skeletal figure began to rise, and a low primal snarl sounded across the clearing. The shepherd turned and ran, cold fear coursing through his veins. He did not run for long. Day 15, Friday. Okay. The cycle starts again. West of White Scar by the river. Who, what, where is White Scar? Yeah, White Scar Cave. By the river? Yeah. The sun-bleached skull fixes me with its black-eyed gaze. A reminder. From the chest of the skeleton, a plant grows. We might have a candidate for that one. Or maybe not. Soft aroma that reminds me of pine forest. No, we do have a thing for that one. One of the plants specifically was it smelled like a pine. This one. It is this one, yeah. Devil's Night, and it's corpse's friend because he was growing out the skeleton. Slow agonizing death, and a plant will grow out the body once deceased. Yeah. It's like pleasant scent, not dissimilar to pine needles. Yeah. Tonic against fevers and poisons. Okay, so this is Devil's Night Wrap. Was that what's it called? Devil's Night Trap. No, this is it Night Wrap or Night Cap? That's not an R. That's a Devil's Night Cap. Okay. Devil's Night Cap. So I'll put this over here somewhere. My next exploration is almost here. I'm going to look for the source of some river. There are quite a few things that we have found at the source of the river, but usually we need a clue before they let us find it. So I don't think we can just randomly click on one like this and find it. Or I can. My eyes are drawn to the silhouette of a grizzled old man standing at the edge of a field. His mind is broken, seemingly beyond repair. Vacant eyes fixate on nothing, a whisper of an expression as my gaze sweeps his face, but only a whisper. He raises his arms, points. We've gotten this before. So these are not new plants. Yeah. So I have been to that specific clue before. It looked familiar. I've lived in Undermere all my life, and I've never seen the people as worried as they are now. Everyone's talking about the sisterhood and the servant. Somebody needs to do something to stop that beast. I was speaking to a woman from Arnside who told me of a cave nearby that the locals stay away from. Apparently there is a strange plant that grows there, but the cave is believed to be haunted. Unfortunately, she was vague about where the cave was. Somewhere to the east was all which she would say when I pressed her. Warmest regard, Amos Duncan. I've already found this plant since there's a check mark here. Woman from Arnside. So yeah, so this cave is that's the one I already did. That's the one I went to on my own, just for fun. So, get rid of this. And this. Explore another random place. Why did I come here? I don't know. You tell me. Why can't I remember? There was something important, I know there was, but there is only darkness now. Sour Bendy, which I assume is a memory herb. My memory herb. Sour Bendy. Help with memory recovery, especially if the memory has been deliberately sabotaged. I don't think I actually have an identified one for this. Yeah, so Sour Bendy is one of these plants. It's a fruit or stamen that looks like this. Large stamen. Might be this one. Although the drawing's wrong. Extremely bitter. Acerbic odor. Might be this one, yeah. This plant was one of the first plants we got in the game, and we still have not identified it. Okay, anyway. This is probably Sour Bendy. It's coming back. It happened in a dream. The woman in a jade mask was screaming at me to get out. Instead, I went deeper. I entered the mind of the creature. It was like slipping into a dark pool. Icy cold with who knows what terrors lurking beneath the surface. I felt powerful. Then suddenly something happened. She tore me out and my mind went dark. I've not been myself lately. Have you considered petting my cat? Umbrella. A powerful balm against diseases of the heart. It will not be a cure once illness has set in, but it can ease pain and prolong life. Umbrella has long, rounded leaves and a flower that smells of strawberries. Sour Bendy can sit somewhere here, here, here. Okay. Now let's check out that umbrella. Not this. Also, let's also check that out. Let me click on somewhere random. That. No, we've seen that. In fact, I've been here twice, I think. Oops. Let me check my book. Umbrella. Long rounded leaves and a flower that smells of strawberries. Sickly sweet, no. Dark red, no. Damp, no, no. Long rounded leaves. This one. Long rounded leaves. It smells like strawberry dipped in honey. This is umbrella. Sit here. Today, Alden Gregory. My wife of 30 years is dying. That is the truth of it, as painful as it is to say out loud. The doctors say there is nothing they can do, but I cannot sit by and wait for it to happen. A man at a hospice let slip of a plant-based elixir. I don't think he meant for me to hear it, but I did, and it's all I can think about. You literally need the umbrella, don't you? I understand the risk, but any price is worth paying if it means she doesn't have to die. Please, I'm begging you. Oh my goodness. He wants the elixir of the damned. Wow. That means his wife is gonna be... Shouldn't he just take some umbrella? Seriously. He wants the elixir of the damned. That's a bad man. But I don't think I can do anything else except give that to him, right? Elixir of the damned will bring back the wife, will keep the wife alive, but her mental faculties will be gone. She'll basically be soulless. Whatever, have fun. Haverage. Pretty blue flowers line the stems of this sort of the plant. It is said that if you give Haverage to your beloved under the light of a full moon, you will both live long and blessed lives. You also need this plant. It's this one, right? Pretty blue flowers line the stem. Yep, flowers going up the stem. And the flower drawing looks similar, yeah. Have rage. Have some rage. Ring. Altia Oshia. What a delightful shop you have. I'm only in town for a brief visit, but I heard I might be able to get hold of some liverstone here. Yes, but wait, what do you need liverstone for? Caution is advanced. Strong paralyzing agents. You can't be up to any good. Have fun. Pronounced tomb. This flower is sometimes associated with death. Tomb is used as a fragrance in soaps and candles. Wow. Liverstone, yellow. Some of you guys are out of place. Bishop's parasol is way over here. Witch fig is way over here. Handchuck is... I guess handchuck is in the correct place. Liverstone fits somewhere here. Yeah, perfect. Let's go explore somewhere. Let's explore... I know I've been to the top of some of these mountains. The unassuming rounded peak of Seed Island relies a rather stiff and awkward ascent. The grassy top is bleak and unremarkable, dampening my spirits. Thankfully I didn't get any dread for that. I can't control it anymore. This has all gone too far. I never meant for it to turn on my sisters. It's too strong. I am trying to hold it back, but it wants to kill. That's all it wants. Death, death, and more death. Don't worry, we'll solve this tomorrow. You have to help me. Widow's Woe or Dead Man's Fingers. Wow. Dead Man's Fingers. Strengthen resolve and sharpen the mind. Widow's Woe. Set to induce fear. So like, what do we want to do? Because tomorrow, Saturday, I'm going to the stone circle to free the beast anyway. Over here, I'm not sure if I should be giving you a fear thing, which might kill you, or giving you a strengthen thing, which might hurt my chances tomorrow. What outcome this will have is kind of vague, right? Like, I don't know which decision actually helps the cult more. Plus, do I even have this plant? I don't have it identified, so I would have to... Whereas I have Dead Man's Fingers identified. So this might actually be a good chance to to experiment and see if we can. But this would kill her, right? I think. But it might be a good chance to confirm that this is actually Widow's Woe. Well, not this. Dainty Dark Flowers. Unpleasant Sand. This one. Yeah, that's what those were. Carnivorous torrent. Known in the north as Andrew's Bane. Why is the goat in brackets? What goat is that here? Known in the north as Andrew's Bane, after the unfortunate demise of a man called Andrew Jardine. He was caught and slowly eaten alive by a large specimen of the torrent. Revered in the occult world, a cross-section of the torrent stem reveals pentagonal symmetry. Those were... Okay, do we have this plant? It is a pentagonal stem. Not really, no, we don't. Okay. Next. There has been talk over the last few nights down the Royal Oak of a servant creature going around slaughtering people. I used to enjoy walking in the hills, but I daren't leave my house now. The glow of a few pixie lamps will surely warm my heart. That's me. The leaves of the penny bell are chewed by some for their hallucinogenic properties. However, it is highly addictive and can lead to sickness and death. The descriptions are getting worse and worse. A lot of them no longer talk about how the plants look. Just what they do. And then there's a picture of them, but we were told at the start not to rely on pictures. But we've been doing nothing but relying on pictures. Penny barrel, because we have no choice. Kind of heart-shaped leaves, kind of, sorta. But we already have our heart-shaped leaves is... Our heart-shaped leaf plant is already accounted for. And we have no outstanding heart-shaped leaf plants. Well, except for this. Alright. Explore. Ilgil Head. I think we've been here. Why did I come here? Maybe not. Today is Saturday, and we're going to do the cult thing. She finally had the power she had craved all these years. Her servant to do as she willed. But her power came at a cost. The servant was awoken, and it would not be contained. It was the Dendru, the dread. It was death. Is this game mysterious or linear? It has mysterious... Hello, by the way, Dad. It has mysterious vibes to it. But the story is... As far as I can tell, the story is linear with 4 or 5 branching points so far. All the other plants... All the other things so far we have not been... You can't fail a thing. They are safe, so you can't send away a customer without giving them the correct plant. If you get too many wrong answers, you have to play a mini game to restore your sanity, and then you just continue on giving them their plant anyway. So there's no... So the story is linear, but it's hidden behind... It's mostly linear. But the overarching plotline, you have a choice to help. As far as I can tell, you kind of have the choice to help a good point, to help the good side or the bad side. What is game 1? Which game is game 1 in this case? I kind of thought that Strange Horticulture was your first one, but maybe I didn't look too closely. Yeah, this is game 1, yeah. So this is Strange Horticulture. Strange Antiquities is not out yet. I played that demo in the last Steam Next Fest and I liked it, which is why I'm playing this now, to kind of catch up and then get ready for that game, because that game, in the exploration segment, you explore town, and part of that town has a strange horticulture shop in it. So I was like, okay, I probably should play that game to kind of get a background for this game, for this Antiquities game, the second game, because it takes place in the same universe. Yeah, the demo, yeah, exactly. To the east of the castle, across the river and through the mountain pass. It grows at the edge of the wood. East of the castle, across the river and through the mountain pass. Let's do this first, if we can find it. East of the castle, across the river and through a mountain pass. Castle here. Castle here. But this is not near a river, so not this one. Castle here. But how do you define mountain pass? So it's either this castle, or there's a castle here, but there's no mountain here, so it's not this one. Gunning for different as well. This is the first time I'm playing the game, but I am going for the cult ending, or what I think is the cult ending. So today is Saturday and we have made the elixir, and we're going to bring it to the stone circle. But first I want to do this one. So we're doing this first. This... If it's this castle, east of the river, east of the castle, across the river and through the mountain pass, close at the edge of the wood, could be here. If it is this castle, nope, there's nothing. If it is this castle, I wouldn't consider this a river at this point. And there's no mountain pass. If it's this castle, east, through the mountain pass and the edge of the wood would be like here. So there are two possible spots, I guess. So let's try this one. The trees sway effortlessly in a cool breeze. The low hum of crickets chirping rides the wind. A sense of calm washes over me, and I'm rewarded with a new find. This might be the plant that we just got. That we just got the card for. Heck if I can remember its name now. So this is... not that one. This is the one with the heart-shaped plants they were talking about. It moves fast for a plant. Oh. So I thought maybe it was this, but it looks different now. It moves fast for a plant. Is it just this then? Let's see. There's no pentagonal symmetry. Have I heard of Cultist Sim or Book of Hours? I have played Cultist Sim, although I didn't actually win it. I have looked at Book of Hours, but I haven't purchased that. It is reading, yes. I wonder if it's this one, but it's no... doesn't really look pentagonal. I like that the pot here is cracked, and it's obviously trying to break free of this thing. So he was caught, and it moves fast. This is probably carnivorous. Alright, but there's no guarantee. I'm going to put it here with all my other probablys. Let's go deliver this. So we have Where's our note? Our note for the Dandru's elixir. So we will meet at the Swinside Stone Circle on Saturday. Praise the Dandru. It is Saturday. No sign of Ilford yet. It must be too early. Oh, really? Come on, man. I don't know what time you want me to be there. Fiona Green. It is time. The servant is on the move. Now it's time? Time to act. Meet me at the ritual site. I hope for all our sakes that you've been able to track down all the plants we need. I have a decision to make. Do I meet with the Seeds of Redemption? Or do I follow Verona to perform the ritual? We are going to the Stone Circle. When I arrive at the Stone Circle, Ilford is already waiting for me. Behind him is a group of 5 hooded figures, all bearing the now familiar mark of the Seeds of Redemption. Did you bring the elixir? We only have one chance at this. It has to be now. Sure, I just have to run home to get it. I hand over the bottle of brown liquid, and Ilford snatches at it greedily. He drinks it all down, and now the redemption is at hand, my brothers and sisters. Praise the Dandru. Bring forth the receptacle. A shallow iron bowl is brought forward and placed in front of Ilford. He mutters some words and pours the brown liquid into the vessel. As he chants softly, a thin tendril of grey smoke begins to ascend, slowly at first, and then rising with his voice, stronger and stronger, until it is a whirling vortex 20 feet high. The minutes stretch out as I wait with apprehension for what is to come. But nothing happens. Eventually, Ilford speaks again. It is done. Now we wait. An hour later, the sun is hanging low in the sky when we finally hear it. A long, low growl that sends shivers down my spine. Moments later, the woman in the jade mask appears at the western edge of the circle, and then, towering behind her, its head showing above the treetops, the skeletal silhouette of the servant. Hello. Oh, glorious one, in your name we set you free. Drink the offering and become redeemed. No, you don't know what you're doing. You must not be set free. Oh, I have a name now. Tia what? The servant starts to move, slowly creeping forward in shuffling steps. The woman focuses hard, straining against an invisible force, but it is no use. She cannot stop the steady progress of the creature. Is this because I gave her the fear plant instead of the mental fortitude plant? It might be, I'm not sure. I wonder what happens if I had done the other one. Yes, yes, drink. You are no servant, you must be free. As it reaches the iron bowl, the servant reaches out with slender limbs and raises the receptacle to its mouth. The congregation watches in open-mouthed adoration as it pours the brown liquid down its throat. No! She screams and runs forward, but with lightning speed, the creature spins around and a claw flashes up, cleaving her in two across the chest. She is dead before she hits the ground. Oops. The group of watchers cheer in response, but their elation dies on their breath as the servant turns to face them and lets out a menacing growl. Do not be afraid. It is done. The woken Dandru will be a slave no more, and we will sit at its right hand as its redeemers. We kneel before you, O glorious one. At that, Ilford sinks to his knees, and behind him the others hesitantly begin to do the same. What about me? It is the last thing they do. In moments, the beast is upon them, slashing and slicing with its powerful front limbs, ripping and tearing with its huge jaws. Standing off to one side, I await my fate, rooted to the spot by fear. The servant rears his massive head and shrieks a piercing primal roar, and with that, it is gone, crashing away through the trees. I take in the devastation that it has left behind, and my stomach turns. My knees buckle under me and the world swims and turns dark. That is a very big mouth, yes, look at that. It looks like it has plants growing out of its body, which is kind of creepy, but also interesting. Praise the Dendro, bring about the redemption. I have had little time to reflect on the events of the last few weeks. With Ennis Elford dead, the surviving members of the Seeds of Redemption have looked to me for leadership. So that's what happens when you swallow watermelon seeds. Yes. About 2 weeks later, the plants will start growing out of you. The redemption itself was successful, but Aelford failed to recognize the imminent danger that the freed Dendro posed. However, it is striking that I alone was spared by it. I feel it has marked me for some greater purpose that I do not yet understand. News has spread, and while there are some that are wary and envious of our success, including those who I thought of as friends, many have pledged their support and joined our cause. We make offerings daily to the woken Dendro. It cannot be stopped. Praise the Dendro. Oh, that was the ending, yeah. Ending 8. There are 8 different endings. Wow, look at that. Still unaware that the woman in Jade Mask is his daughter Tia Wiu. I did not know that either. Alive, Fiona Green, the occult scholar, my friend, she will not speak with me. Alive, Bethany Coleman, the sister, in your debt, your actions helped save the sisterhood. That is true, we did help save them. Your dreams have never fully gone away. She is tormented by them, knowing now that they are visions of a terrible reality. Deceased. And his elf head, killed by the servant. I wonder if there was a way to save him. I wonder if there was a way to save him. I wonder if there was a way to get this ending but to save her as well. Probably not, eh? Yeah, I kinda did this to you. Currently pursuing legal action against strange horticulture. We never actually really met him, except for very early on. Huh. Yeah, that is the end, yeah, apparently. I wonder how... Can I pursue any other endings without having to restart the game? I wonder. But yeah, I do like to see bad endings and like Bad Viking. I do like to see the more evil endings on stream, because most people, when they play off stream, tend to play like the good story. So it's not really fun to again play the good story on stream. So definitely this time I think was the right move to play the more ambiguously moral ending. But it would be nice to see some of the other endings as well. I doubt they're gonna let us do that though, because the game has auto saves and it overwrites the save every now and then, quite often actually. Okay, very nice. Let's go continue. Earlier, what's this? Have you ever heard of the Monastery of the Black Veil? I think it would interest you. I learned of it from a man from Ravenglass. If you're ever in that part of the world, you should ask him about it. He owns the Horseshoe Inn on Main Street. And I have a map thing. So what is this? This is like an epilogue. So it's like before you destroyed the world, but after you've identified all these plants, some other things happen. Okay. So, Raven Glass. I am met by a man with a thick black beard and kind eyes, who is delighted to have found a willing ear to listen to his stories. You won't find the monastery or the Black Veil marked on any map. They don't want to be found. The monastery was on the edge of the wood. I remember that much. We must have been heading west because I could feel the sun on my face, and it was evening. We crossed 2 rivers. Then we followed the river for a while. I could hear it to my left as we traveled. They left me here in Ravenglass and I've stayed ever since. As I turned to leave, he adds, "Here, if you're serious about going, you better have this. The elixir of the Black Veil. No seed will grow that does not wither. No water will languish among the river. No man will last forever here. We all will wear the blackened veil. Leaf of the Storian, dark flower of the tomb, stench of the twilight." So this is a clue as to how to find the monastery. This is a clue as to, well, not clue, but it actually tells you what you need for the plants. So one of the plants is a Storian. It's over. Why do you keep moving, you wandering view? Stay up there. You're banished from the bottom row. The Storian will either also move or... I think the Storian moved because I was using it in a potion. You're not. Oh no, it's here. Okay, Storian. Dark flower of the tomb. I don't think we specifically gave a tag to the tomb. Tomb? This flower is sometimes associated with death. Use the fragrance in soaps and candles. Sorry, I need the picture. There we go. It might be this because it smells like sweet rhubarb, and therefore it might be used as a fragrance in soaps and candles. Do you use rhubarb as a... Is there rhubarb soap? Are there rhubarb candles? But the dark blue flowers and the associated with death can kind of matches. So if we have the plant currently, it is probably this one. Stench of the Twilight. What is Stench of the Twilight? This one. There. Nice. Why are you inviting? Okay. So, this indeed is the tomb. What else did we use? Twilight Lepiota. This indeed is Twilight Lepiota. You're not alphabetically sorted. You belong here. You belong here. Okay. And the third plant was the Storian. Storian was also unidentified before. Storian. We've pretty much covered the entire first row. The entire bottom row. Perfect. Okay. The elixir of the Black Veil. This one. Elixir of the Black Veil. the elixir of the Black Veil. Come on, guys, alphabetical order. Okay. To find out where that goes, we need to use not this clue, but we need this clue. Okay. Raven glass. So retracing our steps, we crossed 2 rivers. We followed the. We were heading west, crossed 2 rivers, followed a river on my left, and ended up in Raven glass. So they were somewhere around here. Monastery was on the edge of a wood, so probably here. Like it's either this or this. I'm not sure which one specifically. Maybe even this. Let's try that. 3 figures, their faces hidden behind black coverings, come out to meet me. The figure on the left speaks first. The monks of the Black Veil know of the horticulturist. Then the one in the center of the group adds, they will share their knowledge if they receive the payment. The final member of the trio stays silent. Yes, enjoy! The third member of the trio accepts the elixir, and together they disappear into the monastery. Sometime later they return with a stack of parchment. Book entry. Nice. Oh. Okay, that's too many at once. BPBDFP. Let's go identify them. Belanax. The moonlight flower, dark, mysterious, and beautiful, has enchanted people for centuries. You start to send people mad with obsessive desire, seductively luring them to their depths like a siren call. Probably this one. Belanax. Birdum. Thick birdum leaves make a tasty addition to soups and stews. Superstitious folk won't allow birdum into their homes as it's believed it brings bad luck. This thing, the leaves are the same. Leaves are strong and leathery. Birdum. Move some of these over here to make room. Okay, so we have a guess for umbrella, Belanax, Birdam, Carnivorous Torrent, Caldery, Dead Man's Fingers, Devil's Nightcap. Demo is a new one. This unremarkable flower is related to the common thistle. Its leaves are occasionally brewed into a tea that is used to calm anxiety. This one. A bland smelling flower, yeah. Demo. Evulum, we have Fool's Midnight is new. Used by some as an aphrodisiac, though the potent sulfuric aroma is enough to put off most. This dark mushroom has a fleshy underbelly, said to have a unique sharp taste to those brave enough to try it. So this, right, is probably this. This is finally we've identified this plant. Probably. Fool's Midnight. So Evulum and Fool's Midnight. Haverage. Listle of Neptune. We still don't really have. Must be one of these plants, right? Sparsely petaled pale flowers. Strong scent. Gentle scent. I don't think we have this plant. Not yet. Fool's Midnight, Average. Skip Listle of Neptune. We have Meet Dew, sort of, we think, perhaps. Pennybell. The leaves of the pennybell are chewed by some for hallucinogenic properties. However, it is highly addictive and can lead to sickness and death. I don't think we have this plant unless it's this guy. But I don't think... No, it's not. It's not. So we don't have pennybell. Poliscus. That's a new one. The poliscus flower is crushed into a paste to cure coughs and sore throats. The author can attest that the supposed cure does not work. So kind of looks like this, but it's not 100%. But it might be. I'll put this one for question mark now. Pritle, this is also new. Coveted by the rich, pretty pritle is crushed to make dyes. This is a very rare plant that is hard to come by and requires great care to cultivate. This, I think, is a pritle. Looks the same. Pritle. We have spring wax cap over here. Oh, I named it wrongly. Spring wax cap. Spring wax cap. There we go. We have probably swift snare. So yeah, the only plant that we don't have an identification for... no, there are a couple actually. But we don't have this. Should this not be the one that... No, we definitely don't have Listle of Neptune. What was the other one that we were missing? Pennybell, is it? Yeah. But it's not. It's not. Nah. Who knows? Also, one of these might be named wrongly. Field to explore. So let's look at this card now. So triangle, circle, circle. So triangles are mountains and circles are towns. So where is this pattern located? So it's here, right? Triangle. Circles up here, circle, circle is down here. This square. The sun is low in the sky. I'm tired after a long day. I've earned this reward. New plant. So this might be one of the plants that we long thin leaves, quite rigid. Aroma is sharp and citric. I thought you wouldn't talk to me. It's good to see you too, Helleboy. It has been a while. You seem as relaxed as ever though. Nothing ever phases you, does it? That's a typo, but I'm not sure if it's on purpose. I must admit I've been buried in my books and seem to have missed all the excitement. I hear you and your plants had a part to play though. I've been collating some information on a selection of plants for a little book I'm putting together. I was hoping you could help me finish identifying all of these plants. I'll be glad to. Let's start with the moonlight flower, Bella Nux. I've always loved that one. Bella Nux. Spring wax cap. That's a mushroom, isn't it? So now they're basically going through and she's gonna quiz me on all the missing ones. Okay, fine. Spring wax cap. Haverage. Let me just do this. Haverage. Some romantic soul once gave me a stem of Haverage. I think I offended the poor boy when I gagged on the sand. He took it as a bad omen. Spring wax cap fit somewhere over here. No, one over. Sunset mount cap, spring wax cap, 2. Okay. Haverage. I think I'll give Fool's Midnight a miss, thanks. One over. There we go. Fool's Midnight. Ooh, Demel sounds nice. I wonder if that's what Mom puts in her tea. I've often thought she must have a secret ingredient that makes it extra soothing. Demo. It says here that umbrella smells of strawberries. There are so many conflicting aromas in this shop, I can't pick it up. That is true. But you can wait until I sort my plants in alphabetical order. Demo. Umbrella. I've never even heard of Evilum. Now you have. Pennybell next. You don't even have. They gave up, right? They gave up writing for this plant. What did Pennybell ever do to them? Delphinium, Evilum, Embersol, Evilum, Eyebright. Okay. Hold on a minute. What did it ever do to you? Oh, the leaves of the Pennybell. So Pennybell is actually a problem because Pennybell is the one of the plants that I don't have a thing for. But it claims that I do. So it must either be this plant or actually no, Swift Snare. That doesn't make sense, right? This is probably Swift Snare. Small heart-shaped leaves, yeah, no, this is Swift Snare. Well, not really. No. But this being Pennybell, we thought that this is small heart-shaped leaves. This is Swift Snare, but this is also more like Pennybell. I wish you asked me this later on. Because these are kind of heart-shaped leaves as well. I don't really have any other options at this point. Oh, maybe this is... Oh, this is Swift... Wait. Oh, I see what's going on. I mix them up. Okay. This is probably Carnivorous Thorium. And that's why it's carnivorous, because of these things. Probably. This is probably carnivorous tarum. And if so, this is swift snare. The name makes sense as well. And it has heart-shaped plants. So this is swift snare. And if this is swift snare, then this is pennybow. My mother often uses burdock leaves in her cooking. She's too stubborn for superstitions. Pennybow, very good. Thank goodness I didn't. Yeah, that's umbrella. That's an umbrella plant. But we've already done that. Swift snare. Nope, pennybow. Pennybow goes here. Burdock. Another herbal remedy for sore throats that doesn't work. Oh well, let's see what it looks like at least. Burdock goes before Butterdale, before the two purple flowers, right here. Poliscus. Why is pennybow still up here? Oh, I moved the wrong plant down. What are you? Okay, Poliscus. Poliscus? Plant identified. Good work. Let's do Lissel of Neptune now. It's probably this guy. Lissel of Neptune. Ah, yes. These things are these things. Sparsely petaled pale flowers as well. Good work. Let's do Devil's Nightcap now. Yeah, you gave up on writing. Give up on writing law for these plants. Devil's Nightcap is this one. Swift Snare next. I don't like that they gave up writing for these last few plants. They deserve respect too. They deserve a backstory as well. So go somewhere here. I don't know. Oh, perfect. Right there. Swift Snare next. There's this guy. Good work. Let's do Meat Dew now. Swift Snare will be somewhere here. That one's out of place. Okay. Meat Dew. Good work. Let's do Carnivorous Torrent now. Gee, I wonder which plant that is. Maiden Sorrow, Meat Dew, Mary's Breath, nope. Mellow Glow, Meat Dew, yep. Carnivorous Torrent. Dead Man's Fingers next. That was in the correct place, right? Yeah. Caldery now. Not until we put this in. Brittle? Brittle? Caulery fit somewhere here. No, that's carnivores. Yes, no, that's right. Carnivores, caulery, clevelium. Brittle. Identify all the plants. Well, that seems to be all of them. You know, I think you've earned the right to call yourself an experienced horticulturist. Brittle. Don't brittle on too much. One off. And I guess I can put you back down now. Silly, silly wandering plant. Closed. And I've identified all the plants. Before we actually end the data, can I was curious about this. Can I come back here? It is too late. I've already made my choice. So the answer is no. They don't let you come back here to get the other ending that you missed. Strange horticulture. Okay, so that was the end of the game. I guess it was a 3-day game, more or less. How many hours do I have in this? It would be about 8.2 hours. I got 14 of the 18 achievements. The ones I missed were not using the hint because I used one early on. And apparently there are 2 other endings, as well as one thing in between that I could have done. Early on, actually, that I could have done, but I didn't. It was one of the choices of what plants to give someone. Okay, interesting. I probably won't be 100%ing this off on stream, because to get the other 2 endings, I think I would have to play it through twice more, or at least either that or once more, and kind of safe scam it. What now? Well, what do you guys want to see now? I think this game is done with. We could either play demos for today, call it early for today, or try and find another game to play. I don't actually have I haven't specifically decided on a next game to play necessarily. Yeah, I know. What do you guys want to see now? Demos for today. I don't want to start a new game today. I think starting a new game is always best at the very start of a stream. If you want to see demos, I could try a demo. If not, we can call it. You let me know. Try a demo then? Okay. Let's see. There are a couple of 35-minute-ish demos that I want to try and get off the list. So let's try one of them. Demo? No, not demo, just demo. Let me stop the recording.